With BT16 set to drop in a little over 1 month, it's time to hit the set review videos in a manageable chunk. You get to decide what themes interest you the most, and from here, you get to choose to check out all of the set, or just a video here and there. For the first set review video, I'm covering all of the X-Antibody related cards, some of which are the major contenders for the upcoming BT16 format, but some of these also feel like hidden gems. Garudamon X is the first X-Antibody Digimon released for Biomon's Digivolution line, but there is no Biomon or Birdramon X antibody. From Garudamon, this Digimon costs 0 to Digivolve into, and has an on-play and when Digivolving effect that allows you to return 1 red Digimon card from your trash to the hand. If Garudamon or the X antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you also get to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon. It also has a Your Turn effect once per turn. When a red Digimon card is returned from the trash to your hand, one of your Digimon gains Rush for the turn. And lastly, its inheritable on deletion allows you to trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. There is honestly a lot to break down with this card. Its on play and when Digivolving effect can immediately trigger BT15 Sora, and as a result play another body by bouncing the Tamer. Because of this, your once per turn effect can now trigger, and give that Digimon and any subsequent Digivolutions off of it, Rush. Luckily, you can even preemptively tuck the X antibody underneath, and then go into Phoenixmon X for a lot of damage. Due to the lack of X antibody, Sora, and Garudamon in the set, largely in a sealed setting, this card is a dud in my mind. Goldramon X is the second of the Patamon line to get an X evolution, the first being Syakomon X. This Digimon can Digivolve from Goldramon for 2 or 5 from a red or yellow Digimon. It has Raid, and a when Digivolving when attacking effect, that lets you use 1 God Flame or option card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits without paying the cost. Remember, God Flame does 6000 DP reduction damage for a cost of 5, and then returns 1 card with the 4 Great Dragon traits from trash to hand. But regardless, this could be more so perceived as recycling the option card. Its all turns effect gains all of the effects of Goldramon in the sources. Again, these first 2 cards feel very archetype specific and lack any substance in sealed. Because of this, I'm largely going to ignore the sealed element moving forward in this particular video. Phoenixmon X is the next X antibody Digimon. Cost of 5 to Digivolve into from a red level 5, or 2 from Phoenixmon specifically. When Digivolving? Blitz. Your turn, if you have a Phoenixmon or X antibody in the Digimon's Digivolution sources, add End of Attack to all of this Digimon's on deletion effects. On deletion, play 1 red Digimon card with Avian, Bird, Beast, Animal, or 4 Sovereign and with 11,000 DP or less from your hand without paying cost. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to the DP of the Digimon played by this effect. Again, a lot to digest here. You get to make all of your on deletion effects End of Attack, and you get to play a Digimon when this Digimon is deleted, and then nuke something with DP equal or less than that. That's a lot of value. Keep in mind though, in a sealed setting, the Your Turn effect is largely turned off, but it could be useful. Terriermon X leaps into action with a 0 cost Digivolution from any green level 2, Gummimon or Terriermon. Your turn, when this Digimon would Digivolve into a card with Garudamon or Rapidmon in its name, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. Heck yeah! Cost reduction! This might see some potential in already existing Terriermon decks, as you can provide that inheritable piercing as well. Hagurumon X mobilizes into action with a 0 Digivolve cost from a black level 2, or 0 from Hagurumon. When Digivolving, you may play 1 kohagurumon Digimon that is a black token, with 1000 DP, Decoy Black, Blocker, and a Your Turn effect of this Digimon can't attack. Sadly, part of me wishes this Digimon's effect could play a token if it was played, because right now it's completely reliant on Hagurumon. As of right now, I could see this Digimon dropping into Machinedramon decks, as you utilize the Decoy Black in combination with all your cards for additional protection. Finally, it's inheritable as Blocker, meaning in combination with BT15 Hagurumon, you now have your Blocker and Reboot inheritables all set up at your level 3 Digimon. Syakomon X is the next level 3 Digimon. A Digimon that Digivolves for 1 from a generic blue or purple level 2, or 0 from Syakomon. Start of main phase and when digivolving, your opponent may trash one Digimon card in their hand. If they don't, gain one memory. It also has a when attacking effect once per turn to draw one and then trash one card in your hand for its inheritable. Of all the X-Antibody Digimon so far, this one is my least favorite as it doesn't get a special Digivolution cost of 0 from a specific level 2 Digimon. Digivolving into this for one memory feels a little bad when other X-Antibody level 3s have that option, but its effect largely feels like more of a setup for Lotmon X. Following up Syakomon of the purple level 3s, it's Lotmon X. Again, we're seeing that one cost Digivolution, but we are able to go for a Digivolution cost of 0 from Lotmon or Kohagurumon. On play and when digivolving by trashing one card in your hand, one of your Digimon gets plus 3000 DP for the turn. Its inheritable is your turn once per turn when an effect plays one of your Digimon, draw one. Kohagurumon presently exists in both the purple and green category, likewise Lotmon too. But arguably if you're using this card, you're probably going to be playing with the green elements because it's just better. In combination with all your alliance plays, this card could be another great addition to the deck. Gesomon X Digivolves for 3 from a blue or purple level 3 Digimon, or Gesomon for a cost of 0. On play and when digivolving, if Gesomon or X-Antibodies in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, trash the bottom 3 cards under one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then one of their Digimon or Tamers without cards under it can't suspend until the end of their turn. Its inheritable simply draws one and trashes one when attacking. Honestly, I don't see myself playing this in any blue decks, but again it could be utilized in your run-of-the-mill purple decks for a little bit more control. And again, this would probably lean into a Lotmon X deck. Probably. Cherubimon X joins the level 6 X-Antibody crew. It costs 5 from a green or purple level 5 and 2 from Cherubimon. It has Alliance and a when digivolving when attacking once per turn effect, that lets you play one level 4 or lower yellow or green Digimon card from your hand or trash, without paying cost. Meaning you could use this effect first before you alliance with another body. End of your turn once per turn if you have a Cherubimon or X-Antibody in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you must delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, and for each other Digimon you have, you add 1 to the maximum level you can choose with this effect. For building out wider boards, this also makes Chimeramon an option for these types of decks. While not X-Antibody specific, this card does play a role in some of the upcoming decks that may use Rapidmon X. The Spark of Destiny is a yellow option card that can be played for a cost of 3, regardless of the requirements if you have a green source in play. Main. One of your Digimon with Garudamon or Rapidmon in its name may digivolve into a card with Rapidmon in its name from your hand, ignoring its Digivolution requirements, and without paying the cost. This lets you bypass the level requirements to go into Rapidmon X, and simultaneously give it protection from DP reduction effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Though in security, this card will just play one level 3 Digimon with Terriermon in its name from your hand, or trash, without paying the cost. Then add this card to your hand. For the last 2 cards of this video, they are going to be going over the 2 secret rares of the set, Rapidmon X and Magnum X. Rapidmon X is a level 6 Digimon that can digivolve from any Rapidmon for a cost of 4, whether it be the level 4 or 5 variant. If you do happen to digivolve from a green level 5 Rapidmon, you could opt to digivolve into it for the normal Digivolution cost of 3 from a level 5 yellow or green Digimon. This Digimon has Armor Purge, and a when digivolving effect that suspends all of your opponent's Digimon. Then, this Digimon may attack. All turns, while Rapidmon or X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, all of your opponent's suspended Digimon get minus 4000 DP. Honestly pretty brutal, considering your opponent's Digimon when attacking you immediately get cooked of its DP, making most level 6 Digimon level 5 DP stat lines in comparison. Its other all turns effect is a once per turn effect that when an opponent's Digimon is deleted in battle, or by having 0 DP, you gain 2 memory. Better have high enough stat lines because it looks like Numemon might be on its way out. The last card to go over is of course Magnum X, the first 3-color Digimon that can digivolve from a blue, yellow, or black level 5 Digimon for a cost of 4, or a 2-color Magnum Digimon for a cost of 5. Magnum X even would cost 5. This Digimon has Armor Purge and Blocker, and a when Digivolving effect that if you have Magnum X or a card with armor in its traits in the sources, this Digimon is unaffected by your opponent's effects and gets plus 3000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn, and then unsuspends itself. Its all turns effect, once per turn, is when a card is removed from a security, whether it be yours or your opponent's, you may activate one of this Digimon's when Digivolving effects. It's also treated as having free in the trait. This Digimon has a blanket protection immunity that can be granted from even playing Blinding Ray on your own security. Granted, you lose that unsuspend effect. But as I mentioned in previous videos, this Digimon has only a few minor weaknesses in its armor, and that is DP reduction. While true, it won't be affected if you can make a reduction of 12,000 DP on this Digimon through your opponent's turn. The Digimon will be deleted as when it's going to their turn, it will have a brief instance of no protection. It can still be targeted, and then the effects will apply if they continue into your opponent's turn. X-Antibody wise, a lot of these cards are fantastic for Digimon that currently exist in the Digimon card game. I'm not convinced they're crazy in a sealed setting, but if you manage to open any of the secret rares, those will be the hot cards that everybody will want. But generally, which cards other than Rapidmon X and Magnum X are you excited for, and why? Let me know which ones as I begin breaking down the rest of BT16, Beginning Observer. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.